Oh, hi everyone. Sorry I was late. I was picking up some food I got after class was done. No, it's fine. Um, yeah. So we're continuing work on Pride here. Um, I just got one of the, images done. Several more to go. Um, Brian seems to be preoccupied with something else, so I'm not gonna bother him to join us today. To be honest, not. I don't think very many people are here anyway, so um, we're not losing out on too many things. I got to meet the baby my dad's old boss is gonna adopt yesterday. Oh, cool. Oh, hey, Brian.
Hello.
Yeah, like, you seemed preoccupied, so I didn't want to, like, bother you or anything.
I was doing some ranked on Unite, and I've been surprisingly having a lot of good games.
Oh, okay. And, oh, hey, Big Mac. Nice to see you, too. Yeah, I was worried it wasn't gonna be, like, a very big audience today. It's like, it's weird. I stream every Thursday, but, I don't know what it is, but not a lot of people have been showing up lately. I don't know.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's very apparent that I have no idea, how to, like, run a community or, do basic business models. Like, I just stream because it's, it's fun to do. And also, yeah, I will admit I'm not very knowledgeable on a lot of shit, but, yeah. I would just probably chalk it up to just me being boring, but yeah.
Well, no.
The baby was very sweet and behaved nicely, though he was fussy when he got our food. Mom got to hold him and I did too, but I was worried because I wasn't sure if I was supporting the head right like you should, but Mom told me I was doing exactly what I needed to do. Okay. In terms of food, though, I actually, managed to make my own, steak and potatoes today. It was like a really small, top sirloin. I really like the steak, but the potatoes I think I kind of fucked up on. They weren't really good. Um, Although the weird thing is, I gave both of them a slight rubbing of cayenne pepper powder, and for the steak it turned out amazing, but I could barely taste it. Um, don't worry, I don't believe it's a COVID symptom, because I think I've been fortunate enough to never have gotten it, and if I did, I didn't get many of the symptoms, and I am vaccinated, so maybe there's that. But yeah, love the steak, but the potatoes, I could have done a lot better on. Stop lying about being boring because you're not. Oh.
Yeah. Melia said so.
Fuck, I can't ignore Melia. Remember, guys, if you want to get me to listen, mention Melia in her stead. And if you insult her, prepare to die. Or at least get ready for me to throw hands.
Throwing all the hands.
And if it's not obvious enough already, I am getting on another Witcher kick. So, one of the streaming ideas I did have was, reading out The Last Wish to you guys. So it'll be more of like an audiobook chill stream sort of thing, but it's definitely something I'm willing to do one of these days. Because I haven't read The Last Wish to its entirety yet, and I really should, because, Alec got it for me, 2 years ago on Christmas, because, he was helping me getting into The Witcher, because, I got The Witcher 3, and, he wanted to help me out, basically, and I really owe it to myself to finish reading that book. Oh yeah, this is Draco Malfoy's sister singing this, by the way. The actress, not the actual character. The Witcher series is way better than Harry Potter.
Harry Popper.
More like Harry Balls. Shut up. Which actually was a name of a governor from Indiana. Like, his name was Harry Balls. It got so bad that his entire family was embarrassed, and they had to legally change their name to Bowles.
Bowles. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
At least it's not balls. Oh, hang on. Mom felt really bad for the baby because the birth mom was, well, let's say the baby had to quit cold turkey. Oh god. Luckily, my dad's old boss and his partner is doing a good job taking care of him. Yeah, it baffles me how many people think they're ready for parenting, but then, when reality hits them in the face, they're like, oh, get rid of it. Like, they view the child as a thing, not a living being that needs to be taken care of. Also, if you don't want to have kids, don't have unprotected sex.
Please.
It's that simple. Little Witch Academia better than Harry Potter? Yes, I agree. I will say right now, Little Witch Academia is my favorite anime at the moment. That, and it does everything Harry Potter does, but correctly.
Yeah, minus the transphobia.
Yeah. Not to mention, there's no weird hullabaloo about a secret society of witches, at least not to my memory. They're just people living in the world of magic, but magic is not being viewed as very important anymore because of technological advancements. That's the whole stance behind it. Nothing big, but definitely something to write a plot around. That, and all the characters are just so well written. Yeah, Akko can get a little bit irritating, but it's more in the sense that you get the sense that, she's really passionate about what she wants, and she'll do anything to try and get it. And, her arc is just, maturing. Like, passion isn't enough, you gotta work at it. Which, is a lesson that, strikes a chord with me. If you like Little Witch Academia, you should watch the director's next work, Brand New Animal. And yes, Akko is a beloved idiot.
Yeah.
Lovable idiot. I've heard some things about BNA.
Yeah.
Although, I guess from the outset, it's not my thing. I don't know. It strikes me as somewhat slice of life. I could be hideously wrong, though. I probably am. And if you know anything about me, I kind of don't really care for slice of life stories in most cases because, you know, we see normal every day. And yeah, I know the draw of slice of life stories is to, okay, so I struggled in their position. How will they fare? Like, I get it. But that's not my thing, because it's like, you know, this could happen to anybody. And there's no, like, you know, fantastical element to, you know, help with escapism. Because, you know, I see media as escapism, or a way to get inspiration through, you know, a well-told story. Slice of life stories can be well told, yes, like, no doubt about that. It's just, I kind of find them boring with how realistic they can be. Have you ever watched Tonikawa? I haven't heard of it. Yeah, Big Mac, I'm sorry for constantly disappointing you with how very minimal my anime knowledge is, but yeah, like, to be completely honest with you, I haven't watched a lot of anime growing up, if any.
We're getting him through Demon Slayer, don't you worry.
Yes, that is true, but yeah, generally speaking, I guess anime was also a thing that we weren't allowed to watch, yet Alec was able to watch plenty of Dragon Ball when he was a kid. Fair enough. The middle son gets nothing. But, no, like, it's not that I didn't like anime, it's just, I wasn't exposed to it enough.
Yeah, you didn't, like, get properly introduced to it.
No, not at all. And yeah, I was around when when the anime boom was, you know, still happening. It was still in its infancy. So I've definitely seen Sailor Moon around. I've seen Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z here and there. But for whatever reason, I felt like, you know, since our parents didn't really encourage us to watch it, I took it as, oh, it's taboo. So, you know, that's another reason why I stayed away from it for so long.
Did you also tell me some time ago that you also saw, like, Madoka Magica?
Madoka Magica, but that's it. I liked what I saw, but yeah. Oh, that's how we switch colors. Okay.
So yeah, I am all the way in Class 4 Ultra in Unite through mostly solo queue. That never happens.
Yeah. The only slice of life anime I'm watching now is Komi Can't Communicate right now, only because I'm busy with other things. I saw only the first episode of Komi, and that was it.
Thanks, BJ.
Yeah, like, happy you guys like it, but I couldn't get into it. At the very least, I wasn't petty to say, oh, because I didn't like it, it sucks. Like, no, fuck you, I'm not that petty. It's just, again, my point stands. If it's too closely related to reality, I'm not gonna get into it.
I will say at the very least, because, like, I did end up watching the rest of the episodes, some of the characters...
What happened? You died. Brian! 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 Oh, hi.
Internet, stop being illegal.
Yeah, you cut out entirely there, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Well, first off, I'm gonna assassinate the internet.
Yeah. Go ahead, try again.
Secondly, the later episodes, some of the characters do get a little bit cray-cray.
Okay.
Like, there is just this one student who just randomly dresses as a ninja all the time.
Okay.
And another one in...
You died again.
Well, internet should never die. Take it back and listen until it's perfect.
Okay, only thing you can do, try again. Is it really spoilers, Big Mac?
Sure, that was
actually,
dressed in armor.
You know what? Let me answer that. I don't care if you spoil Comey for me because I'm never gonna watch it. Sorry if that came out rude, but that's how I feel. I'm indifferent to Comey. Like, I relate to Comey herself. You know, I have anxiety disorders. You guys wouldn't know it with, you know, how much of a dick I am, almost 24/7, but I'm a really good liar, if I can put it some way. Like, I fully relate to Comey because I have anxiety disorders, mostly generalized, and, you know, but,
Jordan, we're on the internet. We're all assholes.
It doesn't matter. I was just saying that, people might get the wrong impression of me, which is partly why I don't really socialize much. So I totally, empathize with Comey's mindset. I guess another reason why I backed out of Comey super soon is because, you know, Comey kind of reminded me too much of myself. And it's like a situation where it's too real. So I was like, stop. Going back to playing Pokemon. Oh, hey, Shannon Zard, welcome. Also, I was going over Kevin Miller's Discord comment because he was gonna tweet about it, but decided not to comment. Can't wait to see all the news about Sly 5 dropping tomorrow. Something tells me that would be a bit too easy. Like, just because the voice actor mentioned it, oh gosh, confirmed. When honestly, he's very likely joking. Unless if he isn't, then fuck. And also if he isn't, awesome. More Sly. About time. Oh my god, if they call Sly 5 It's About Time, then it's like, okay, Crash, get ready to sue.
You're not a Banuka.
You're a trash panda.
Sly just sticks his head out the trash can. What?
Oh, what was that? Sorry, I was, yeah. What?
I think I dropped the Thievius Raccoonus in here.
The Thievius Raccoonus has to be in here somewhere. Oh, yeah! And then he just pulls out his middle finger.
Sly, how did you get back to our time?
It's a long and painful story.
Surprise us.
Well, it all started in ancient Cairo, Egypt. And then he found a time portal. Okay, well, maybe the story wasn't that long and painful.
Uh-huh. By the way, it's your turn to do the chores around the building.
Aw, I just got back, though.
Yes, and now it's time to get things back in the order, Sly.
After all, you are the leader.
Actually, no, you're the leader now. Wait, what?
Yep, Bentley, you heard it right. You're in charge now.
So, like, you've been promoted, Bentley?
I wouldn't exactly call it a promotion, Murray.
The Murray enjoys your promotion.
That's great! I don't.
Why do we even have the chore wheel?
I guess in hindsight, I don't really enjoy Sly 4's writing as much as I used to, especially with the whole Penelope thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the aspects of the game that really hasn't aged well. Not to mention some characters got flanderized.
Yeah.
Even Sly. Although I do love Sly's the whole reason you suck speech towards the main villain of the game, where basically the main villain, okay, so if you're a master thief and I'm the one who messed with time, what does that make me? And Sly just basically said, an idiot? Like any reasonable person would. Like, the main villain's whole motivation was jealousy. And
Yeah,
that's it.
It's like you sucked as a thief, and now you wanted to fuck over history because you're just that bad at everything.
Yeah, Sly laid into him.
I remember Matt called him petty, and I'm like, you know what? That tracks.
Yeah, I think that's what Sly was going for too.
Yeah. Yeah, that Penelope bit was just fucking bad.
I loved Penelope. I hated what they did to her. Like, yeah, even before the SGB playthrough.
Yeah.
It's like, she was easily one of my favorite characters, and that's how they treated her.
Yeah.
Like, they made her a victim to one of the worst, archetypes in writing. My lover is actually evil, and now I have an evil ex.
Yeah.
Like, stop it. And don't do that to
and-
Penelope. She deserves way better.
Yeah, and all because they wanted to give Bentley another arc to go through. It's like, he didn't need one.
No, Bentley is a badass! What are you talking about? Like, he, despite being paralyzed, decided to work with what he had. Like, Sly 3 is, like, a prime example of that. He wasn't weaker because he was in a wheelchair, and he's certainly way braver and more outgoing thanks to everything that happened in Sly 2. Like, Bentley was a beast in Sly 3. Did they just forget? I'm going to go on a limb and say they honestly forgot that. Which is why, if you're going to adopt a series, keep track of your fucking lore. Because if you don't...
Toriyama. I'm sorry, what?
If you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will yeet you.
Yeet!
Yes, yeet. Unless you want to say that I'm wrong, and that you're right.
Yeet.
And actually, okay, granted, it's an interesting case for, like, say, the Witcher games, because they've taken a lot of liberties, too. There's actually been a whole bunch of characters who died in the books, but came back in the games. Whether or not they have explanations for how they came back is, your mileage may vary, but, other than that, the games, I honestly think, from what I know so far, they pay quite a lot of respect to the, source material. And if, the original author, thinks that it's okay for them to continue making Witcher games, then I don't see the harm in it. Plus, I really liked what they did with Witcher 3, so, yeah. I also say this because I think I may be due for another Witcher 3 playthrough.
Also, Jordan, someone's gonna make Cynthia very upset.
Why? What did they do?
They played Garchomp so badly that they never even evolved into a Garchomp.
You mean they were, stuck as a Gabite?
Yep, the whole game.
Heresy.
They kept feeding my Greninja.
Like, no, you're not supposed to do that!
Yeah, it's like this guy just kept running at me, running straight towards me, and it's like, dude, this is just gonna keep happening. Go farm.
Yeah.
I got 16 kills from that game, and I'm pretty sure most of them was from the Gabite.
Yeah, sorry, kill the motor for a second. Crystal. He was joking about it because April Fool's is tomorrow, and then Charizard said, Bentley, that two-faced double-crossing cockney liar! How that scene should have ended. Why the fuck you lying? And, yes, of course, I think most of us here saw... yeah. The SNG playthrough.
I was a part of it.
Yeah. I can't wait for Slide 3 though.
Yeah, Ryan did say he's doing it.
I want to be a part of it. I mean, I was invited by them. Like, you can definitely be sure I'm going to take that invitation. What's an invitation? Invitation. Because I know the majority of the community doesn't seem to think very highly of Sly 3, but I'm going to have a hot take here. Because they're wrong! Sly 3, out of all the games, possibly has the best writing and character interactions. Like, the relationships are so varied, and you get so many different interactions that you know, this gang of thieves feels more than ever like a true family. And where they basically took what they had from Sly 2 and continued on with it was done masterfully. Like Murray's little arc where, you know, he had to be comfortable with himself again was also really nice to see. Some people did complain that his voice did change in this game. Like, not the voice actor, it's still the same guy, but just his inflections were different. But, I don't know, I still think he's fine. But, no, Murray, the character, I loved every minute of him in, this game.
Honestly, though, wouldn't it make sense for his inflections to change considering how the second game ended?
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, that man
Jen's
was
here,
walking
too.
away with his... Yeah, because that man was walking away with his turtle buddy, just a broken hippo.
Yeah, like, and he internalized the whole thing. Like, he even said to Bentley's face, I'm sorry, Bentley, I tried to save you, but I just wasn't strong enough. And Bentley just basically, you know, in a very caring way, told him to get over it.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah, I never blamed you, and never have! Which, honestly, was probably the only thing Murray needed to hear. Because, you know what? Boone once told it to me best. Sometimes you have to be told you're wrong.
Yeah. Like people who defend Double Team.
Yeah, anyone who thinks Double Team is a good move needs to be slapped. With
anyone
a
who says
paddle.
anyone who says Double Team needs to be legal needs to understand why the evasion clause exists.
So my cat figured out how to turn off my computer. Oh god, like, don't get me started because one of our cats who's living with Alec, Gabby, she's a Bombay. She figured out very early on when she was a kitten, when we first got her, to get my attention, she would deliberately go over the power strip like, underneath the desk and turn off the computer, like, you know, canceling everything I was doing. It was annoying. But, well, you know, she's a kitten, so she didn't know what she was doing. She just knew it was the best way to get my attention, so... I went downstairs to get some food. I come back upstairs. He has his paw on my power button. When you describe it like that, Jen, now I'm just thinking that he has your power button on, at gunpoint. And he's like,
listen to me very carefully, human. You are gonna give me treat, or the compooper gets it. Your choice.
Ugh. I need to watch Golden Bolt's video about the Sly games again, because I find the development about all 4 games just very interesting. My choice is you're going outside. No, don't do that! You know, my family and I don't really, see eye to eye on a lot of things, but the one thing I will agree with on is... I don't like the idea of leaving cats outside. Yeah, they're independent and they can fend for themselves, but... like, what if they run away or, you know, get lost or, even worse, get killed?
Yeah. The most I do with Cece is I let her look out the window and that's it.
Yeah. Like, I would definitely not be comfortable, especially, with a kitten. I would not be comfortable leaving them outside. For any reason. But that's just me.
Also, Jordan, I may scare you with this next statement.
What do you mean?
I'm giving Kedrop more books.
Go ahead. It's like... do what we want, or the man gets it. And then, Barbossa and Elizabeth look at each other, and then Barbossa looks back saying, kill him, he's not our man! You know, even on, like, my 3rd rewatch of that movie, Pirates 3 is still a little hard to follow. I still haven't figured out who that guy was. Like, I get he was from a rival crew, but were they from Singapore like the others? Or anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
There is a book about whoopee cushions.
Why?
I don't know, but Kedrop's about to read it.
No, Kira, you're not going to jail. You are in jail. Remember?
Thanks, Gastra Holtman. New police video coming out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you guys feel the need to nitpick so much? Because your hair is purple.
Wow. And I thought I was the police. That's the only quote I know on the top of my head, by the way. I think partially the only reason why that's the only thing I remember is mainly because I don't know these people, and I don't know who these people there are that they're commentating over, and I don't know. I don't know if they're really policemen. I don't know. That's the whole thing. What don't I know? I mean, it was still funny. Like, the whole, trilogy, well, I guess, well, quad trilogy, is that a thing? Anyway, the videos that you've shown me are still funny. It's just, I don't get it.
They're just silly haha meme videos.
Right. Unless when they're not, which I appreciate when people keep it real when it's appropriate. Which is why cinema wins is way better than cinema sins. Because while his whole mission statement is it's more fun to like things than hate things, even he is willing to give criticism when it's due, and it's like, you know, he drops all subtlety and goes like, okay, well, here's why this is bad and you should never do it.
Also, Jordan, can I also say, because of Unite, I am starting to slowly appreciate Blissey more.
Yeah, you can say that.
Because, yeah, Unite's helped me with liking Blissey.
Hopefully it's not having the opposite effect for any Pokemon. Like, I know you said you hated Zapdos because of Unite, but no, Zapdos is the best bird. Don't hate it.
Well, okay. To be fair, I'm not as upset when it comes to Zapdos, because we do have, like, ways of being able to secure it better now.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, the blow with Zapdos still isn't the issue. Although, I do feel they still need to fucking nerf Zeraora to hell. Like, guy literally has a move where he just becomes completely invincible while dealing a ton of damage to you, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. So yeah, the move that he uses is Wild Charge, and the description of the move says he's supposed to deal self-damage, except, no, it doesn't.
So, thanks, gang, you lied.
Yeah, thanks, Tencent. Fix your fucking game.
What's fixing? How do we fix?
You're fired.
Oh no, not again.
Yes, again. Also, Jordan, there was a store on the site that was selling an Illison poster.
Oh. I think I may know why that poster exists.
Ketchup just looks at it. It's like, this poster's speaking to me. Buy me, Ketchup. Buy me.
You know you want to.
Innocent, are you pretending to be the poster?
No, that's... I am a figment of your imagination. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
I can hear you through my pendant, lady.
So you can. Please buy the posters, Sir Kedrot.
I'll take 2.
2?
We can hang one up in Jador's room as a joke.
Marvelous. She won't know what hit her.
Like next day, why the fuck is there an Ellison poster in my room?
Oi! You can't swear!
Or then just zaps the guy saying that. Ah! Arc shopping for a hat and cloak.
I mean, I don't think... That's up to Ark, not you.
Yeah. Actually, no. Joke's on all of us. Arc actually walks out with a fucking pig head.
Oh god. So he didn't become Darkwing Duck, but he did become Inosuke. At the very least, he won't have an evil counterpart.
Yeah.
Like, I am Darkwing Duck! No, I am!
Who would be the dark equivalent to Inosuke?
I was talking about Darkwing Duck. Because, the modern DuckTales reboot actually did that. Well, they did bring back Jim Cummings to voice a Darkwing Duck, but not the Darkwing Duck, Drake Mallard. Drake Mallard is done by someone new. The actor playing the character actually goes crazy because he's like so determined to get the show back on track that he basically became the new version of Negaduck.
Yeah.
Like voice and everything.
Oh, Chen just put something down.
Why in the name of Mortora's lower lava pits is there an innocent poster in my room?
Ketra and Ellison are just snickering.
Yeah, they just high-five each other.
Yeah.
Exemplary work as usual, my champion.
You know what, Jordan? One of these days, I kind of want to do a art collab with you.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, we should have an image of Ellison just hugging Kedron.
Yeah.
Guess we should just decide, like, who's going to do the coloring, who's going to do the line art.
Yeah, that'll be something to think about.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's because it's like, yeah, we have art of a bunch of the other people, but it's like, yeah, Ellison's a big part of Kedra, yet there's nothing of her.
Yeah, you'd think. And, while, Kedron's major story arc may be done, I will say, so far, his only quote-unquote arc is... Oh, hang on. Big Matt cheered some bits, thank you. Do you think the dip from Who Framed Roger... do you think the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit is the only thing that can stop Toon Force? What's the dip? I never saw the movie.
Okay, so the dip is a substance that, if a tune goes into it, they just instantly melt.
Is it like playing off of like a paint thinner or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, honestly, in that case, yes, it would.
Yeah. I guess the trick is catching the tune with Toon Force.
Yeah.
Because, capturing and actually doing the thing are two different things.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I saying? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
Curse you, dip.
Fucking cock.
Yeah, because I know we were talking about, oh no, you were talking about, Kedrot's arc.
Yeah! Okay, thank you. Getting back on track on that. I guess his only arc right now is to, resolve his, battle with Durna, because he's also important in Illusen's past as well, and, Kedrot, being close to Illusen, probably would want her to have some closure, too.
Yeah.
And if not to see, Durna, find out what he's become.
Just like that, I have given Kedrot more books.
Anyway, back to the Hisui region for me. Yeah. Me sitting here vibing on Neopets while Von Roo is sitting there waiting for me to drop my guard. I don't know. From all the times that you mentioned, I don't think your guard was up to begin with.
Hey, Jen, Pyraku stole a level off of Von Roo yesterday.
That's true, I did.
They played a game of dice. Pirate Crew won.
Hook, line, and sinker.
He's like, it's like someone just asked Pirate Crew where it's like, how exactly did you get so strong? Well, I am a student of the Fairy Queen Fiora herself. Yeah, but I think there'd have to be something more to it than that. Well, cuts we're sitting in front of Von Roo. It's like...
Much practice.
It's like, yeah, it cuts to Von Roo. What?
I win again.
It's like, yeah, that's all it took.
I believe they refer to the phenomenon as besting the devil.
He glares at me through my window, though. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't quite like it.
I will beat you.
Good luck with that.
Just threaten him back.
I mean, hey, doing a mocking war cry was a legitimate battle tactic in, ancient history.
It's like, so does he still look through your window? Yeah, but I've also found countermeasures. He stares through the window. Leogio's just staring at him right back. What the fuck are you? You just see this side buddy with these wide eyes.
yeah, like, Mongolian throat singing. Like, every time I look at Dion's character, I think of that. Just, droning in the background. Because he doesn't move.
I'm watching. I can't believe that one shot is happening in a few months.
Oh shit, it's happening in a few months.
Also, I also find it funny too that I ended up realizing, like, hey, March 14th is Scorchio Day. That's like 3 days later. Oh, now it's Illison Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, my lady, did you plan for this?
Maybe. Perhaps I did have a hand in, manipulating certain events on the calendar. Specifically for you. So you could say I did plan it. That's to say, yes, I did plan it.
Is there any length you won't reach for me?
Love me.
It's like that one Kill a Kill blooper. Shut up and kiss me.
Shut up and kiss me already. You daft gentleman, you. March 14th, you said, right?
Yes. March 14th is Scorchio Day.
Yeah, that's not the day of the one shot.
Yeah, otherwise it's like, yeah, we're reaching the end of March.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's almost April. April is going to be a very stressful month for me. Because as you guys know, tax season is about to end. And with how unreliable my my family's been getting all of our taxes done, I am, like, dreading every moment of it. And again, if I knew what I was doing, I would do them myself, but I don't. And also, it's like, I just want my refund. I don't want to wait anymore. And before you jump up my ass, well, just do it then. Well, I don't know where to look. You know? Like...
It's almost like schools do the worst job teaching you how to fucking do taxes.
They didn't teach me at all! That's the thing! They just kept throwing me in, you know, special needs classes because, you know, they thought I was one thing when I clearly wasn't. And, yeah, I wasted half my education because of it. And I'm angry! And this is why I don't trust American school systems.
I also don't trust school systems because they are fucking full of shit when they talk about having anti-bullying bullying tolerance. Because no, they don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you get bullied, they will not help you. They just basically tell you good luck, and if you try to fight back, or if you try to defend yourself, then it's like, you're the one who gets punished. What?
Or the worst case scenario. Well, you know, boys will be boys.
No, because boys will bully girls too. Boys will be boys. No, there are also bullies who happen to be girls. Boys will be boys. You are pathetic.
Stop being a fucking enabler.
April's happening. I need to plan out a schedule for my second exam and final paper. Yeah, like, what is it with April just being so stressful? Like, can't we just sit down and enjoy Cadbury eggs? No? Alright then. But yeah, no. The main thing is, I don't want to go to jail for tax evasion because of something I can't control. That is the main thing I'm stressing out about. You know, unrealistic as it may be. I'm crazy enough to, you know, be a self-employed artist and streamer, but, you know, going against the IRS? No.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
It's just in Jordan is also the Joker.
No. For one thing, I don't go around murdering people, and I don't live in Gotham City. Oh, and I also don't abuse my significant others, which is doubly effective because I'm single. Although I don't think I'm mentally stable enough to be in a relationship, so
yeah, you don't abuse Melly.
Please don't ask me out on a date. Okay, no, that's a lie. Yes, I am married to Melia.
And Cynthia legally owns you.
That is true, if kinky. Who am I kidding? I outwardly simp for Cynthia. I know Chugga would prefer to have Cynthia as an older sister than a girlfriend, and I'm like, stop lying to yourself. You want to bang the mom from Unova. Honestly, I don't see what he sees.
He is a very silly person.
Yeah.
But that's why we love him, because he's silly.
And just for the record, since I skipped out on the entirety of his Xenoblade 2 Let's Play, if you make references to that, I'm not going to get it. And I don't want to get them. It's funnier that way.
No!
Chugga is a MILF hunter. Oh my god. Yeah, they never taught me about taxes, only how money worked, and the teacher would be busy not helping out. Oh, you mean quote-unquote busy, you mean? and like how much you have to pay for a bag of apples, including tax, but that's it. Yeah, I never figured out how that worked. Like, no, even then, I don't really know what tax means. Like, is it just, covering labor costs? But if that's true, then wouldn't just working for a paycheck do the job? Yeah, again, they didn't teach me this shit. So now I'm like, I'm gonna quote Frodo from Lord of the Rings here. I'm naked in the dark!
I believe when it comes to sales tax, I don't quote me on this, but I believe partially with sales tax is that, yeah, you do pay for, like, you pay the store for the product, but there's part of it which, the tax is, I believe that goes to government.
So that's just the holdover stuff that they pay for the government, because lo and behold, the government is a job too.
Yeah.
Like, that is to say, working for the government, well, it's a job.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, I just want my fucking taxes done already. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I don't want to sit on them any longer than I have to, you know? Then do it. Okay, how? Like, you don't give me you never gave me directions, period, education system. Which is another thing. Like, we're not going to spend too long on this topic, but why is it so hard to have courses in school where they teach you basic adult needs? To prepare you for when you go to college and then finally graduate. Like, if not, like, a middle school or a high school curriculum, a thing they teach, rather, then have it be, a class in college. In fact, make it an elective.
Okay, I just looked it up. A sales tax is a tax paid to a governing body for the sales of certain goods and services. Okay, so I was kind of right.
Oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense. But it's amazing what you can infer, but, yeah, it's just like, I'm frustrated because this should have been one of the first things they taught you.
Nope. These schools are stupid.
Nope. America's land of the free, except for those who are poor. If you're poor, it's your fault. Like, fuck you.
That is pretty much what it does boil down to, and it sucks.
Exactly. Like, I know ideally I would want to move to, upstate New York, but honestly, if, I knew more what I was doing, which I don't, I would probably prefer to live away from civilization, so I don't have to deal with anyone's bullshit ever again. I mean, I would have access to the internet, like, don't get me wrong, it's just, like, I hate America. I hate it so much. Speaking as an
Jordan
American.
just turns an entire island into a new country, and he names it after Melia.
What would the country even be called? New Meliana?
Wait, no, Jordan. You call it Alchemoth.
Yeah, Alchemoth. Like, it's totally. That's totally it. Or New Alchemoth, or something like that.
And then Monolith Soft are like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? Why is he such a simp? First of all, you never gave Melia a husband. Second of all, the husband is me. Hello. Hello, my name is Jordan Burke, and I will be your emperor. That is...
Fakar is banned.
Yeah, Fakar is definitely banned. Sorry, he tried to counterfeit our gold, and we didn't appreciate that, so we just banned him from the country altogether.
When we asked him why, he just wouldn't say anything. He just stared at us with his doll-like eyes.
As depicted by his player. Oh, sorry, hang on, let me zoom away from her butt. Didn't mean to do that. I'll accept Fakar. Crit crab. Crystal, meanwhile, my English teacher would try to make our assignments fun for us. Like, they would have us read classic horror stories like Dracula and such, because she loves horror stories. Yeah. And again, like, there are cool teachers out there. And another thing, they don't really pay them very well, if at all.
They don't.
Like, not cool. Oh, crap, I just realized I made the hem of her trousers the wrong color. And again, interesting set of trousers she's got here. If we can go back to The Witcher for a sec, I know we were talking about, like, how some adaptations, don't really get the source material right. While the games are way better about that than some other examples, the Netflix show is an entirely different beast. As in, I doubt you know him, but there's another Witcher from, Geralt's school, the School of the Wolf, known as, Eskel. He's pretty much what you would consider to be, Geralt's, childhood best friend. So, in the Netflix show, they killed him off for drama, shenanigans.
Fucking rude.
Which sucks because in the book, he's actually an integral character. In fact, because he and Geralt were so close, like, they naturally, were sparring mates when they were, doing the trial of the grasses that all young Witchers have to do, in order to get their mutations. And if they survive, they become Witchers. And not a lot of boys really survived the process, but, anyway, Geralt and Eskel were very, very close, and, they would try to go back to, their old school in Kaer Morhen to, last out the winter, and I know in the books, when they finally did reunite, they, they embraced each other, like, long-lost friends, do, and it's also one of the few times in the whole series where Geralt is outwardly affectionate towards people, because, he has this whole persona where he's, like, the stereotypical lone wolf character, doesn't like people, doesn't like traveling with anyone, but is secretly just a softie. No, Geralt, at least with his with his really close friends, is very affectionate towards them, and, while he doesn't outright say I love you to their faces, at least easily, Geralt is a softie. It's just when he's on duty, he, kind of, plays the role of the mask, as it were. But yeah, anyway, to not belabor a point, Eskel in the show was killed off very easily because he was turning into a Leshen, and, like, why the fuck would you do that? I know there are some cynical and outright racist people in the audience thinking, oh, they only killed Eskel because there's this other character who's POC, and they wanted to have him be the new Eskel. But if that's the case, why didn't you just cast Eskel as that other person? And also, that is a shitty thing to theorize about. How fucking dare you? Werewolf gothic stories are cool. They are. It's just, yeah, I wanted to get that, short rant out of the way because of how, even though I'm a newer fan to the Witcher series, even I have to admit that's bullshit. And it's like, no, they couldn't seriously kill off Eskel this early, right? Oh my fucking god, they did.
What the fuck?
I think they also killed off a druid who's also a big part of the story, too. His name is... Don't laugh. His name is Mousesack.
Oh.
Yeah, Mousesack. He goes by another name, but I'm forgetting it right now. But, yeah, another integral character to the Witcher series, at least book-wise and game-wise, and they killed him off very early, too. It's like... I can understand if this is a very clearly an alternate universe and they want to raise the stakes to show off that anyone can die, but they've often touted the Netflix series to be closer to the books. In fact, they're covering the major events of the books, like, you know, how Geralt got his alternative title, The Butcher of Blaviken. Because, you know, he was framed for, you know, the massacre in the town of Blaviken that, you know, Renfri was responsible for. But he got blamed for it because, you know, it's easy to blame a Witcher, you know? So, like... There's an adaptation, like, there's a change to an adaptation that better serves the story for the medium they're telling it in, and there's just, you know, making a change for the sake of being different, and if that's all it is, then that's bad. She also did another class that I can't remember, but she said that for extra credit that she wants us to do an essay on any urban legends or horror-like area in the world, because it was Halloween, and I think she wanted us to get used to talking in front of people because most of us in that class were shy. You know, that's a good exercise. I like those. Because sometimes, yeah, you do have to get out of your comfort zone, which, yeah, I certainly have to do one of these days, again. But, yeah, hang on, I got a crick in my neck. I don't know if you heard all those cracks, but that was my back, too.
Oh.
I better stretch a bit. While I do, though, let's take a look at all the work we've been doing so far. We're getting there. Okay. But yeah, I've also been, watching some Witcher lore videos just to, you know, get my creative juices flowing, you know, getting inspiration, but, an adverse effect, or rather, a side effect is that, okay, I kind of want to replay The Witcher 3 again, even though I'm nowhere near close to done with Legends Arceus yet. Like, I will not spoil it, but let's just say I'm keeping the final boss waiting.
So you're doing the thing I did.
Not quite, although I think I'm definitely going to ditch the Pokedex at this point. You know, just so I can finish the game faster. You know, just so it's done. Like, if I had more time on my hands, yeah, I would definitely try and finish the Pokedex, but it's just, you know, I've got other things to do, so the sooner I can get this done, the better. I just need to know what's left, because, you know, obviously I just started the Obsidian Fieldlands portion of it. Like, do you go around the entire region again, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, par for the course. Okay. And my team should be more than past the optimal levels, so yeah. And it's not like you get much for completing the Pokedex anyway, right?
Yeah, you get the shiny charm.
Anything else?
No.
Yeah, no. Especially since Game Freak doesn't really care about gotta catch them all anymore. I think I'm good. Listen, if they don't care, why should I?
Because we're Game Freak.
Because, hey, you want another Gen 1 remake? No. Okay, Gen 1 remake it is. No, make a proper Gen 4 remake. Okay, fine, you want a Gen 4 remake? I'll give you a fucking Gen 4 remake. Sit here. And we get BDSP, and I'm like, shit. Done out of house, too, so... double shit. That it's literally like the Catacurs video where he was, you know, he kept getting heckled for not doing a Spyro review, and like when he finally did after so long, we get, you know, I'm forgetting the game's title.
Enter the Dragonfly?
Yeah, we get Enter the Dragonfly.
Say, oh shit.
It's like, yeah, shit. I also like how he just had her say yay once and then pitched it up when it was appropriate, and then she said, yay, shit. Enter the Dragonfly deserves a remake.
It does.
Me being a shiny hunter, Heiny Charm. My English teacher would do the same thing. She'd make us write vocabulary stories. Basically, at the end of each quarter of the year, we take all the vocabulary words we've learned from the stories in the textbook and write a story of our own using those words. Oh. That's a cool exercise. And continuing from Crystal, she would not let anyone in the class make fun of anyone, and it was nice, because most of the girls in that class were very supportive of each other, while the boys, at least 3 of them, were goofing off. Then why the fuck are they here? Anyway, we're goofing off. Only the other 3 took it seriously. I remember I did the forest in Japan before it got its own movie. Oh, the Suicide Forest? Pretty bold thing to cover, not gonna lie, but yeah, I bet it was informative. I'm sure you gave it way more respect than fucking Logan Paul did. I'm never gonna let him live that down, by the way. That is a shit thing to do. I won't say what he did, but if you guys know, you know. And if you don't know... if you're curious, just know that it may trigger thoughts of suicide, so I would not recommend it. But if you're genuinely curious, ask someone who knows about it. They can tell you about it better than I can. And another reason why I can't keep my thoughts straight about it is because what he did was really shitty. That's all I can say. Shiny charm. Yeah, I get it. It's just funny. Like, ugh. Although, what's a hiney charm?
It's a charm for your hiney.
For your hiney, yeah.
For your Heinz ketchup.
Edible brownie. It's a brownie you can eat.
Isn't that all brownies? Shut up.
I don't really understand why they're called edibles either, honestly. I know they're basically, what, they're treats filled with PCP. Is that the right chemical, PCP?
Yeah.
But yeah, basically they're like, marijuana-laced food. I don't understand why they're called edibles, though. But when Johnny screamed, "Oh shit," in the video, it's like, okay, what did you learn? Will care to share that with the class, Johnny? Which is funny because, not 2 weeks later or so, Johnny ended up eating his own edibles during the stream. During his streams, I should say. But you know, nothing wrong with that. Like, if it helps reduce your anxiety, then that's cool. Wrong fucking brush. Okay. I just caught a shiny tentacle in a mass outbreak. Holy shit! Nice.
Hey.
Nice, Channonzard. It was. Plus, she found it amazing how I did a paper on it. Then, a few weeks later, it got a movie. I also give it a lot of respect because I talked about that there are signs telling people that that others care and to get help. Yeah. Which is more than we can say about the movie, because I think they just made it a stereotypical horror movie, if I remember correctly. Which is like, thanks guys, you missed the fucking point of that forest.
You're welcome. That wasn't a compliment.
Hey! Not in the right way, you dimwit. Actual words spoken by Gordon Ramsay to one of his chefs. Yeah, there was a chef who fucked up a filet mignon so bad that he basically threw the trimmed fat, you know, the best part of the filet mignon, towards him, and then the chef was like, "Well, I never butchered a filet mignon before, chef." And then Gordon Ramsay's like, "Congratulations, you just have." And he's like, "Thank you, chef." And he's like, "What? Hey! Not in the right way, you nimwit." BJ!
I'm gonna go see what he's looking for.
Okay, rude bastard. I was talking about BJ! Go! You're amazing! Go! Fuck. It feels like BJ does this every fucking time. I mean, I don't have streamer mode on, but it's like, I don't want to turn that on right now, so. I remember that we were also watching a movie and trying to make a dictionary about some of the terms that they said in the movie. Okay, that's another thing. Another exercise, I should say. That I know I haven't done enough in all the schools I've been a part of. Oh, I know my high school teachers hated my guts. I could do my work when I was alone, but no, I needed to socialize and make friends like a normal kid. Like, they told that to you to your face? What the fuck? Can't trust anything in southern communities. Oh, by the way, Jordan, Melia says she wants to see you after stream to hang with her, Weiss, and Siri. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm blushy now. Ah! Three of my favorite whammons. Not just my face. They said it to my mother's face. Fuck them, then. Like, glad you moved on from that. And fuck them for traumatizing you in a way. You know, I often, yell at BJ for starting a call out of the blue, whenever I stream, because it usually happens when I stream, but I don't think he even knows about, that inside joke I have. I wonder if I should tell him about it sometime. I remember there was one teacher who made me cry so hard that the boys were making fun of me while the girls who were in the same English class were with me, giving me sympathy. No, but if I tell BJ, he's gonna have a super boring reaction. It's like, okay, and it's like, what? You have nothing to say? And it's like, ugh. I mean, I will admit, BJ and I are two separate people, so we don't always see eye to eye on a lot of things, but, I don't know. I have a feeling that's gonna be his reaction if I tell him about the inside joke, or rather, if it's not that, then he'd say, what the fuck? What the? There we go. It was on the wrong color. I was like, wait, why is it darkening instead of... They're cooking something down there. Last time we told him, he just said, just go to do not disturb for it. I am going to kick Hestu. And Hestu is him. So who's the forehead? Still you. Fuck. Okay. Anything else I'm missing other than the swords? I think just the mask at this point, right? Yeah, forehead is a thing that, I guess Brian and BJ, thought of. Like, it's just a random insult they came up with. Unless if it's referencing something I don't know, then that's it. But, it's just a bizarre insult. Tablet, what are you doing? Okay, I'm saving. I'm scared. I'm saving. I got it from Avi. Okay, yeah, so it's a thing Avi said. Okay, Clip Studio, you okay? What is going on? Hey! Whoa! That was the longest blackout I've ever had. What the fuck? Are we still good? Anyway, so sorry, Crystal. When you say something and end it with forehead, is the equivalent of slapping someone's forehead. Okay. Alright. The teacher's, this teacher, thought I was cheating, to stop crying when I was trying to keep it in, and that you'll never get through life just by crying, so people like this shouldn't be teachers. They should go home, reevaluate their, behavior, and it's like, what is wrong with me, and why do I find the need to insult children that I'm trying to teach and enrich? And then go back and put in your resignation and never talk to children again. Anyway, I was trying to hide my face while I was going to class, but it didn't help that my PE teacher noticed, and others did too when I got home. I was crying out hard that my mom saw I was on the couch, knowing I was too sad to get to my bed. I cried into her arms and told her about it. Mom went into Mama Bear mode, and she told my dad about this too, and even he got angry about that too. Yeah, as any reasonable parent would. Like, again, what possesses adults to think think that being a teacher means you get to lord over children all day? Like, that is not what teaching is. Teaching is about teaching. And if you don't get that, then you have no right to be one. Not even, it's just, what the fuck? I remember my math teacher was a huge asshole. It got to the point when we did our work and turned it in, he would yell at the entire class for not showing our work and flunk us. But you turned it in! How's that not showing? After that, I never had to deal with anything like that again. Good. Excellent. Because no kid should have to go through that. Okay. Last thing to color in are the swords. Oh, hang on. Let's make the base color this. Teachers are just stupid. You mean teachers who think they're teachers, but are really just giant bullies. Though, there was one time someone went into my locker because they knew my code, and they drew crude art on my drawboard that I used to organize my checklist and broke my lock. Who are the parents, and can I beat them up? Because if you find your kid is doing shitty things, or, you know, getting arrested for, you know, being a part of a drug deal or a shootout or anything of the sort, that's on the parents. Or even just bullying, that's on the parents. They didn't raise them right, so they're acting out. If you don't have the capacity to raise your child right, then you shouldn't have rights to children. And if you didn't want kids to begin with, go in with protection next time. Anyway, that is my harsh life lesson for today. When I got my stuff out... Wait. When I got my stuff out because I needed a new lock, that asshole stole my locker. I told the teacher about it, and they took their stuff out of it. This was in my junior year. Oh my god. That is revolting. I'm just lucky they didn't steal my books. Yeah, like they have any use for that. Dumb little shits. See, this is why I believe ghouls should... sorry, ghouls. Sorry. See, this is why I believe schools should have cognitive therapy. I agree. 100% agree on that. Yeah, like, they can do speech therapy, so by all means, they should also have cognitive therapy. Or, you know, their parents can just stop being dipshits and raise their children right. And that's not a hard thing to do. Just, you know, be good parents. How to do that is up to you, parents. Just don't fail your kids. The girls in my classes were very nice that they let me use their locker for my stuff till I got a new one. Yeah, see, those are good friends right there. Okay. Brr. I should probably point the fan away from me right now. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that's eons better. Thanks, Jen. Curious about something. Oh, thanks, Crystal. God, why is it so damn cold? Indiana, it's spring. I like to open my window and enjoy... I would like to open my window and enjoy a nice spring breeze. Yeah, like, Mother Nature. Sleep at the wheel again. You know what? Hang on. Let me check my end real fast. I have what they call a window to the outside world, so... Okay, are you... Okay. That's... It is chilly on my end as well. Great. It's not snowing, but yeah, it is chilly at least. Okay, hang on. Let's see how this looks. Okay, hang on. I am going to present this to my client real fast, see what they think. Good news, though, gonna be warming up next week. Okay. I'm not too positive on my end, but yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna save 2 versions of this. And then I'm gonna see which one they prefer more. So, give me a sec. Damn it, hang on. Give me a sec, almost done here. Can't be any worse than New Mexico, where the weather doesn't know what it wants to do today. Like, 1 minute it's raining, then it's windy, then raining again, then sunshine and cloudy. But yeah, like, summer rains, you can't predict them, except it's not summer rain, it's spring rain. Okay, so they like the white outlines, and I did ask them if they wanted shading, and they said it wasn't super necessary. So help this stand out even more. Oh, hang on. Here we are. Okay. Just need to check with my client real fast. Okay. By the way, Brian introduced me to the Klonoa Heroes game theme, and I can't get it out of my head. Nice. Okay, so, Cloudycat ended up liking Pride. They did say that, he did say that, he has another character lined up for me, so I'll keep an eye out for that. So, Jen, don't worry about your commission. I will work on it within the week, but I just wanted to get the harder one done out of the way first and finish this reference sheet. But just know that I am fully intending going to your character next. That being said, tomorrow is April Fool's Day, so I won't be streaming then, but tell you what, I will go ahead and make a schedule change. So we'll be playing Majora's Mask on Saturday night, not tomorrow night. So spread the word if you can on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys back here on Saturday. Mainly because I don't want to get pranked on April Fools. Also, I don't like April Fools, so it's like bleh. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. And yeah, Saturday night, 6:30, more Majora's Mask. So